run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. To throw, Haskins. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. They're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Haskins will throw. He'll let this go deep for Rook. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well on this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
Now Haskins to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
No, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll try to run with Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 17 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now Sam Sloman is on. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick here is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
has no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off here to 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Henry Woods, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That'll go down just a 20-yard punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Haskins to throw. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. A big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble and was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breed on 1st down. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's good.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10. Seahawks 7.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Haskins. And this is caught at the end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Chase Claypool, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Sam Sloman now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7.
Is good. Makes the score Rams 17. Seahawks 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Mahomes. And this time will be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams. Touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a run with Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
The Rams' 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in, and this time he is in. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Makes the score Rams 24, Seahawks 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the deep.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Noah Fant with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
For the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Thirty-eight-yard line, 2nd and 11. On the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
A
nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Bring play action. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Henry Ruggs, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard man.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach wasn't run out.
Oh, no, Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
And normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Own 3-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Seahawks send out their punter, and he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Fielded at the 43. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Haskins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Here's Haskins. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 4 yards out. And This offense continues to pour it on.
For the extra point.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking on the midfield logo. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st down, here's Breida. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. This is the tight end fan. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 8 yards out, as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
This is Breida. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Matt Breida, his 21st touchdown of the season. And this offense is running away with this one. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. Kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going up top for Miller. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Right down.
Picked up by Josh Jackson.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now it's Breida. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now it's Haskins. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
From the 29, Haskins going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now Haskins. That is caught at the 7. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a give to Breida. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matt Breida. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And now a bit of a hush comes over the crowd. You can hear a pin drop in here because Patrick Mahomes is down on the play and slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now they try the right side here. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Incomplete.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Down. And 10 yards to go.
So the Seahawks on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. 41 yards.
First down, Seattle.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes to throw once more. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
66, Seahawks 21. Aldrich Rosas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get drive on both sides, intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Mahomes now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's second down.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second and a long way to go. Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Seahawks send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked him up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play action with Haskins. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Rams 73, Seahawks 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
They run again with Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Today's final score, Rams.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.